guys, Eric and Roth here to do a Rewind Theater for this big trailer for The Flash that they debuted for the last few episodes.
Everything is happening in this trailer.
Everything is happening in this trailer. Let's go back starting here. Someone's got a gun.
Someone's got a gun. Someone with shapely, slender legs. We're not sure who. And he's wearing a jacket, but then we cut to the next shot. Nobody has a jacket.
Yeah, it's a confrontation, but there's no jacket. But this is kind of the first of many whoa moments in this trailer.
Yes, team up. Let's talk about the team up and then the costume change.
Yeah, so we've got obviously the Flash, and we've got Firestorm, and we've got Arrow. We knew some crossovers were coming with characters from Arrow, but the fact that Ollie himself was coming back this season had not been revealed at all until there he is.
And he's made a decision.
He's made a costume change. We're gonna get a couple more shots of him. So we'll be talking more about that costume shortly. But here's the team up. Yeah, this is great. He's so happy to be there.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, we knew he was coming. We knew that Ray Palmer was coming in the next episode, actually.
Yeah, there's a crossover episode where Ray and Felicity go to get some help with his costume from Cisco.
Yeah.
So, but this, is that from this episode or later? Because the costume seems to be functioning.
I don't know. I think it is the next one.
Okay.
But here we've got another guest star we didn't know was coming. Katie Cassidy has Laurel.
Yes.
In a scene, and she's I guess at this point, if the Flash and Arrow's teams know so much about each other, why not reveal she's Black Canary to him?
Right, but she does seem to be trying to get something out of him with this reveal.
Yeah,
so it is with intent.
Maybe there's some sort of legal reason she's speaking to him. We don't know.
She needs information, I think.
But we don't know exactly what episode this will be because like we said, we know that Ray and Felicity are in the next episode coming back from the break on April 14th.
Yeah, I think that my sense is that this is later. After that, that the crossover episode is mostly about him getting his costume sorted out, and then this is a later.
Now, here's something interesting, because we've got a bunch of people here in a hangar that is Captain Cold on the left, but that appears to be Cisco, and I believe Caitlin in front of him. So why is he just chilling?
Why is he? No, you didn't.
I did.
No, that is one of the first highly unusual moments in this trailer, with people doing things that we don't understand why they are doing them. Here,
we understand at least villainy united here.
We understand villainy united and presumptively a breakout.
Yeah, because these are guys that have all been locked up throughout the season. So we've got the Mist on the right of the screen, if you're looking at the screen, Weather Wizard in the center, and then we weren't sure for a second, but we believe that's Rainbow Raider from the first Arrow Flash crossover episode.
Either they somehow unite to break out together, or somebody gets them out, and then they unite.
Because it seems to be like afterwards, they're not just coming out of their sort of cells here.
Yeah.
And yes, most people have noticed that is the same actor who plays Zaz on Gotham, just to make it a little weird. With
busy comic book year for him.
Yeah, this is a good year. DC's been very good to this gentleman. It looks like the Mist is going to mist, as one does if he's called the Mist.
Can't tell who that is. Can you tell?
Can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell.
If you guys know, leave it in the comments. Look at I love this shot, actually. Do you love this shot?
They've done some great stuff with the reverse flash.
So here he comes.
And then we got more of, obviously, this fateful moment. Had some talk about whether he's got the white flash symbol here in the comic books, which he doesn't have yet, the yellow on white.
Well, and here's the thing,
hard to tell, because then it seems like maybe it's the lighting, because there it looks more red.
But that's not and this is where it gets very interesting for me, who loves time travel.
Yeah.
That's not our Barry.
Right, that's Barry at some point.
That's Barry at some point, who's obviously is able to time travel, who Reverse Flash has been chasing through time. At some point they met, since he's from centuries ahead of us, Reverse Flash, they met at some point in time and decided they had a beef.
Yeah.
But we're still not sure exactly what the enmity is all about. But Reverse Flash was chasing him, and that's how he landed in that time period.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
That's not our Barry, so he could have that symbol.
Yeah, exactly. And they've pretty much said he's going to get that symbol at some point. And here in the sewers, we finally are going to catch up and get our best look yet.
Look at that. He looks great.
He does look great.
They have done some, I mean, they poured some money on it.
Yeah, this is a really cool, and I do wonder, he looks so good, and they've set him up all season. I feel like he can't just be like, here's the Gorilla Grodd episode. I do think like next season we'll get a lot more with him because there's so much to do with Reverse Flash right now.
Yeah, and they've invested in him, and I think they want to set us up to know that, hey, listen, we're dealing with Reverse Flash in a big way this season, but look what we have for you next season. Stay tuned.
Right. Although Joe's clearly in duress at this point with
Yes.
Gorilla Grodd. And now here is an Easter egg, as it were.
Yes.
Because he's got some interesting goggles on there. They just look very vibey, as in the character vibe that we know Cisco is in the comics, the superhero.
But this is my question to you.
Yeah.
And we talked about this a little bit earlier. I don't see Cisco making that full transition yet. Not
I
for
think
a
this
while.
is all teases.
Yeah.
I don't think Cisco's costuming up this season. I just think it's like, hey, here we know where he's supposed to go,
and you know where he's supposed to go. Don't worry, we'll get. It's like the guy giving the promise ring. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Right.
We're not there yet.
But it looks like some weird VR thing is happening here, just based on if that transition is to be believed, because trailers can be a little tricky. Oh, by the way, you can see the Atom on the top left. So that's Cisco working on the suit.
Which is the very next episode.
Yeah.
That's where this is going to happen. And Wells is thinking
villainy.
Yeah, he's looking villainy.
Well,
I love that shot,
that's
too. I
pretty
like
cool
that
transition
transition.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so here's our Reverse Flash.
Doing his Reverse Flash thing. Now they're on to Wells, obviously. The board has changed to the board-specific one. Is this the first time we're seeing him fully in the costume, like as in,
and revealing his face?
Tom Cavanaugh wearing the costume,
yeah. Now, here we're coming up on something.
Another Arrow guest star. This one we knew. This is the third one we did know about, which is Paul Blackthorne as Quentin Lance is showing up. But it's interesting what's going on here.
And my guess is that what the body that they've discovered here is the actual Harrison Wells.
Yeah.
And so that if anyone does have this information, as they say, they're in a lot of danger because then they know that there's an imposter.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because what did happen to that body? What did they do with it?
Seemingly buried it in the woods.
Buried in the woods in a flash. And here's a big moment because we've seen this moment.
Yes. So here's a question. When Barry ran into himself, see what I did?
Yeah.
I know it was lame. Okay. So when Barry ran into himself, the Barry that was in that time period seemingly disappeared, and the Barry that was the future took over. That appeared to be what happened to me. So that this moment that's happening between either it's a flashback or this moment that's happening between Cisco and Wells is happening again.
I think it's happening again. I think it's this is a fated moment, even though I don't think it'll play out the same way.
Yeah.
But it's like, even though the timeline got reset, this is still going to happen. This discovery that Cisco's going to have to do. And let's see. Oh, okay. Another notable return here since Clancy Brown has General Ealing. Apparently was dead. But
it seemed like Rod was definitely going to kill him or did kill him, but apparently not.
Apparently not, or something's happened and he's changed. Has he been taken over by Grodd?
Yeah.
I have a feeling. He looks pretty intense, and I don't know. I think there might be some mind control at work or something like that. Amanda Pays returning as Tina McGee. She did one episode earlier this season. Once again, reprising her role from the 1990 Flash TV series. Not the same continuity. But
yes.
Yeah. Playing the same character, much like Mark Hamill as the Trickster.
Yeah, and it's been lovely that they've been doing that. This is interesting. Eddie
not doing nice things there.
Very un-Eddie-like things. So either there is some kind of mind control happening, or Eddie's not who he's been pretending to be, or somebody's taken his DNA.
It would be a hard sell that Eddie's been faking being a good guy this whole time.
I agree.
So I think it's got to be something happens to him. Yeah.
Like mind control or something.
Something involved with Reverse Flash and Wells not Wells.
Yeah.
Taking control because he's implied already that they're related, which has got to be, that he's his descendant, ancestor.
It's absolutely got to be.
Yeah. And then back to this cool team up of these guys. We wonder how close we're getting to like a TV Justice League, and this is our best look yet at three DC heroes together. That's a very cool shot of Firestorm. And let's talk a bit more about Ollie's costume here.
Okay.
Which is obviously an Arrow spoiler, but I mean they're putting it in the trailer.
Now, he had a choice to make, and it looks like it's been made.
It looks like one way or the other, he is a member of the League of Assassins.
Or he's at least pretending to be.
Yeah. And again, that's very interesting for what's going on in Arrow at this point.
Yeah.
Clearly, when he comes to Flash in this episode, he's got some stuff going on.
Yeah, he's having some issues.
He's having some issues, yeah, because he's wearing a League costume. Not Ra's al Ghul's costume, we should mention, though, but a member of the League.
Yeah.
Let's go back here. Let's see. Oh, I can't. I thought for a second, my mind was playing tricks with me. I thought there was someone on the.
So the way that this is being cut, it looks like they're confronting each other, but I assume that they're just cutting it that way to confuse us.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they're obviously teaming up.
But obviously, we've got Joe here in SWAT uniform, so there's some intense stuff going on here. But here's an interesting moment because this is apparently Eddie.
Yes.
Being knocked over by the Flash, and considering we saw the Flash, Eddie just shoot some guys.
Yeah, maybe he's knocking some sense into him.
Maybe he's knocking some sense into because something has happened again. But
okay,
this is it. What's going on here?
What is going on here?
Because that's not Flash fighting Reverse Flash.
No, that's Flash fighting Flash. And so this leads us to all kinds of wonderful questions, and you guys speculate with me in the comments because I love it. All right, so again, we've talked about the fact that wasn't our Eddie that wasn't our Barry in the past. So what hasn't been established if you can be with yourself in the same place at the same time. Now it looks like you can.
I mean, they saw each other for a split second.
But then one disappeared.
But then one was just gone. Yeah.
So that's going to have to be answered. And then is the Eddie that Reverse Flash, is the Barry that Reverse Flash was chasing an evil version of him? Is that why they are fighting?
I don't know, but Thawne, inside, it gets confusing all the time. Thawne inside Wells' body has, killed people.
So here's the thing.
So it's hard to think of him as being a good guy.
Reverse Flash Thawne is not a good guy.
Right.
Our Barry was being chased by him, we assumed, because he was being a bad guy trying to kill our good guy. But the fact that Barry is fighting Barry makes me wonder if future Barry, who somehow ended up in the future at some point in time, is a bad guy as well, or a different kind of bad guy? Okay, those are all of my questions. I have no answers.
And here's interesting, because at a glance, when you're playing this trailer once on a small screen, it's easily, there's a shot of Felicity.
Nope.
That's not Felicity. That's Emily Kinney from The Walking Dead. That's Beth. And she's playing the Bug-Eyed Bandit, a very different gender-swapped version of the Atom villain, the Bug-Eyed Bandit, and she'll be in that next episode as well.
Who has an antagonistic hacker rivalry
with Felicity. Which they're being obviously pretty direct with by making her look
a lot like Felicity.
Yeah. And we have no idea who this is. At first, at a split second when I just saw the far shot, I thought, it's like a SWAT guy. But no, that's a supervillain mask if I ever saw one.
Absolutely.
Is he Sportsmaster? Who is this guy? And another one.
Here's another question. Now, the person that we think this may be, though it doesn't make a ton of sense, just because he's sort of slender.
And because we know he'll be on the show.
And because we know he'll be on the show, is Doug Jones.
Yeah, but his character, Deathbolt, looks nothing like this.
So we don't think that's who it is. Probably somebody who has identified this character. If you know who it is, please do leave it in the comments.
Yeah, because Deathbolt first appears on Arrow, and then he'll be coming to the Flash. But again, while Doug Jones wears prosthetics all the time, this is a very different look. So
and it doesn't really look like him to me.
No. And he's okay. So this is kind of cool. There's a quick glimpse of Arrow aiming at Reverse Flash.
Trying to take him out.
Yeah, trying to take him out. And again, impressive that they were not, we didn't think Arrow was showing up on the Flash this season again. So this is pretty cool. And then we got the Atom flying through town, and then here's that confrontation again.
Yeah. And
things are not going well for Ollie in this part, actually.
And the thing that's interesting is that Ollie is up against a kind of force now that, this is going to be really hard for him to fight.
Yeah. When he goes into, the world of the Flash, there's quite some big powers to deal with here. And we got Joe aiming. Obviously, there's some sort of standoff with two guys with guns, but Barry intervening here. One more look at, is that a white? That is a white symbol.
It is a white symbol.
I believe it is, yeah.
It's our future Barry, who may or may not be evil.
Yeah.
But we don't think he is.
And then one last look here. Lots to think about here. There's a plenty
big
going
rest
on.
of the season.
And as you see, Tuesday, April 14th, we'll see the last several episodes of the season.
And everything that happened in that trailer. I'm kidding.
We're psyched.